Hey YouTube, this is Ninja no Shujin from Team 240p Gold, and I'm actually finally bringing you my Madolche deck profile. I posted the Nordic deck profile. I had a plan to film this on Friday, but that kind of got a little messed up because I do have the explanation about the Madolche rulings in the beginning of this video. That was done Friday, and I meant to do this Friday, but the card shop was packed, and I was going to do it there, but I really didn't have a quiet place to film. So I do apologize for that, but why don't we just jump straight into the deck profile? Alright, so 3 copies of Madolche Madolche. This is the super gadget. She searches out your whole deck, and obviously with the ruling they made, she goes back into your deck if Solemn Warninged. 3 Mufuel. I don't like 2. 2 seems too little, and with the Marauding Captain ability, it really speeds up your deck. Playing 3 allows for some consistency, and you just get stuff back to your hand and deck all the time, so, Oh, shout out to a buddy of mine who's filming this for me right now. This playmat, pretty legit playmat, isn't it? Letting me use it for filming, thanks a lot. Anyway, 3 Messengelado. I prefer him over Butler-esque any day. He's 100 stronger, and yeah, his effect has to activate when he gets special summoned while there's a beast up. But, like, the pure fact that I'm going to have beasts up a lot since I run 3 Croissant, I'm usually going to get a search, and I prefer searching any spell in my deck rather than just the field spell. As I said just a moment ago, 3 Croissant. I know it's a puppy, but it's a beat stick. It gets so big. I mean, activate Ticket, activate Chateau, summon Croissant, bounce back Chateau. Get a search from Ticket, activate Chateau again. You got 2300 dog that's a level 4. That's pretty legit. And with its increasing level, you can actually vary some Xyz if you have 2 face up. 1 copy of Marmalade. I only like 1 because it puts it back into your hand, and yeah, that's good and dandy. But I prefer the Queen for all my shuffling purposes, or getting my spells and traps back for all my recycling for those. So I only run 1. I mean, 2000 defense is nice. If I need to search for it, I will, just to get a bit of a blocker. 1 Pudding Cess because I don't like the sacrifice for it, and in this deck, monsters can go into the graveyard sometimes. I mean, I do run Stardust in here, mainly because I play Starlight Road, and I'm kind of spoiling my traps, but yeah, I play Starlight Road, and he could go in the graveyard without really any way to put him back. So only the 1 Pudding Cess, plus, it's level 5. That's just terrible. And finally, Tragodia, to, just blow off the whole food, cute, adorable thing, just a demon. The deck plays a lot of good hand advantage, and with Tragodia getting bigger for every card in your hand, it's just like, why not play this as your hand trap? I only run 15 monsters, so that was my monster lineup. Let's go on to spells. The 3 Chateau is necessary. It literally gives you infinite resources to play with, and your monsters get beefed up. Just makes them huge. 3 Ticket. I know some people don't play Ticket at 3. Some people put it at 2 because you can only use Ticket once per turn. I play it at 3 because I love to draw into it first turn, or I love drawing into it, period, without having to waste Messengelado to search it. But if I have to search for it, if I have to search for Chateau, whatever happens, happens. But I like 3 Ticket. Just drawing into it, I like. It helps with consistency, too. I play 2 Double Summon. It's kind of a weird card, but when you're late game and you have 1 Madolche, you summon, double summon, you summon the other Madolche you just searched. You can make the Queen, you could go into some cool Xyz plays. Today, I was actually playtesting, and I was able to double summon from Madolche, search Messengelado, go from Mufuel, and search with Messengelado's effect. Basically staples. Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, the Triple Entente, as Gundam called it in the previous video of the Nordics. This is like your staples. You have to run. You don't have to run these, but you're stupid if you don't. These cards are amazing. And 2 MSTs. I'm sad this one's not secret rare, but I don't have the money for a Legendary Collection 3 right now. Makes me sad. On to traps. I run a pretty control-based Madolche deck. I only play the 1 Palooza. I feel like 2 would take up space that I don't want taken up. The 1 is nice for OTKs. I mean, I've searched for Messengelato with it. That sounded awkward. I search for it with Messengelato because it's probably the only target left in my deck. I mean, I could search for it depending on what my hand is. I've had this set when I have 6 cards in hand and I get Darkhold without Chateau, so all my stuff goes back to my deck. I just Flip Palooza, OTK. That's how that works. One Ultimate Offering because Magellan is busted with this card. Just searching, literally not losing any hand advantage, plus you could just OTK with it. 2 Torrential, standard. 2 Bottomless, pretty standard. 1 Mirror Force. I like Mirror Force at 2, but I played with 2, and I messed around with this deck having 2. I ended up buffing out my second Mirror Force for the second double summon. Mirror Force at 1 in this deck just seems to fit my liking. Solemn Brigade, you can't really question it in this deck. It's good. And with all the back row, all the swarming and all the stuff, you really gotta protect your ass. Huge Revolution and Starlight. I don't run 2 Huge Revolution because I like Starlight to get a monster. I don't run 2 Starlight because Huge Revolution is a counter trap, plus it banishes your card, so there's no way to get it back in most decks. So that's basically the end of the trap lineup. I'm going to go into my extra deck a little bit. It's not very built 100%. I just kind of have what I have. 1 Zen mains because Crefsant's level 3, because Mifua's level 3. Leviathan, Giga Brilliant, Acid Golem, all for beaters. Tentempo because Zen mains is a douche. Maestroke because other cards are douches. 1 Photon Pappy because it wins games by making that monster so much weaker. I only have 1 Queen. I just teardrop down my face. I'm so sad. I need another Queen. And I'm only going to play 2 Queen because playing 3 clogs up room in your extra deck since you only have 15 to work with. And 1 Queen recycles the other, so there's no reason to play anymore. 1 Utopia because it's retarded. It's Utopia. I play 1 Night Skill Gainer because I was playing Madolche Mirror Match today, and this thing became my second copy of Queen, and I loved it. Plus, it steals other things. When I was playing at my sneak peek, this literally won me the game because I stole Gotchi's effect, and he stayed on the field the whole time. Probably because he's a beat stick. Adrius and Tyrus because Crefsant is a card that boosts his level up. And Stardust Dragon because Starlight Road. And that's basically the deck profile. As you know, I don't like to profile side decks because honestly the side deck is what you like to build, how your locals plays. The deck's been testing out really well, very consistent. I mean, if I had my second Queen, it would probably play a lot better. How long's the video right now? What's my time?
8:16.
8?
16.
16.
8:16.
Oh, 8. Oh, I thought you said 16 minutes. I was gonna be like, wow, I gotta cut this. I gotta do it again or something. Shit. But, yeah, that's the Madolche deck profile. I love Trigodia. This deck is so good. At first, I thought, okay, this deck's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun thing to play. I'm gonna win some games, I'm gonna lose some games. I have very rarely lost a game with this so far. This deck it makes me so happy that this deck is actually really good. That's pretty much all I got for this deck profile. I'll be back again next week, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't know, depending on how lazy I am or how technical difficulties get into my posting another walking talk. Aside from that, the only thing I could tell you is check the link in the description of Kiratwig 2's channel. He's been helping me with the Madolches. We always we help each other with tips, little tricks that we do, like how we play our decks. He's a real cool guy. You can go subscribe to him. He's got his original Madolche build on there, which is garbage, and we talked around today, and he is changing the deck constantly. Me and him always, whenever we're together, we always think of new stuff from Madolche just to abuse them because the deck's so good. So yeah, go check out Kiratwig's channel, and I guess I'll see you guys next video. Later.